Welcome to Shannon Airport. I am Claire Corrie and both I and my colleagues here at Shannon Airport welcome you to this brief video. Shannon Airport is a community-based airport and we understand that for some of our families and individuals, air travel and moving through an airport can be a stressful or unfamiliar environment. We have now introduced an awareness programme for people with special needs to assist them through the airport as quickly and as smoothly as possible by introducing baseball caps and wristbands. These will enable airport staff to identify these people or their family members or carers and help them on their way. Information on how to get these baseball caps and wristbands is available on our website www.shannonairport.ie. We hope this short video will make it easier for you to fly Shannon. So here we are at Shannon Airport, and the thought of travelling on an airplane might seem scary at first, but it is actually really cool. We might come to the airport by car or bus. The first thing we need to do is enter the terminal and look for the flight information screens, which will tell us which desks to check in at. So who are we flying with? Look out for the name or logo on the screens above the check-in desks, or ask a member of staff for help.
I can 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 help.
People who work at Shannon Airport wear a lanyard around their neck with photographic ID attached. They are all very friendly people, so feel free to ask them for help. Shannon Airport can be a busy place, and we may have to wait in a queue at the check-in desk. We will need to have our ticket and passport ready, and when we are called to our check-in desk, we hand these over to the nice check-in agent, who will tell us where we will be sitting on the plane. We will be given a boarding card, which we will need to access security. Some airlines might require us to print our boarding card before we get to the airport. If we are unsure of what we need to do, we can contact the airline before we fly. Next, it's time for our luggage to be taken to a holding area, where it's put onto the plane. It goes onto a conveyor belt where it's weighed and tagged up. We will next see it when we arrive at our destination. It will be stored in the belly of the plane underneath us throughout our flight. This area is called the hold. Now that we have checked in, our next stop is security. We can check the Shannon Airport website for a list of items that are not allowed through security. When we get closer to the area, we will see other passengers in the queue. But we will use the fast track queue. Here we will again hand our passport and boarding pass to the security officer, who will then give it back to us. We will then go to the scanners and X-ray machines. We will put any bags, jackets, belts, phones, keys and anything else in our pockets into the trays provided. If we have any laptops or electronic tablets, these must also go into the trays. We can't carry anything in our hands or in our pockets. Everything loose goes into the tray. These will go through the X-ray machine. We will walk through the security scanner. If we hear no sound, we can go and wait for our belongings to exit through the X-ray machine. If we hear a loud bleep, the security officer will ask us to come over to them. There is nothing to worry about. The security officer will carry out a security pat-down, which involves a security officer of the same sex patting down our body to find out why the metal detector or scanner was set off. Once the security officer has completed all their checks, we can collect our belongings from the tray and follow the signs for the departure lounge. We are now airside. As we enter the departure lounge, we will see flight information screens. This is where we will find out what gate we need to go to. Gates open approximately 45 minutes before our flight is due to leave. So we will keep an eye on the screen. There are plenty of these screens dotted around the departure lounge. In the departure lounge, there is a large shop to browse around and a restaurant to get something to eat and drink in. If we have brought our own food with us, there are plenty of seats to sit down and relax before our flight. The screens will tell us what our gate number is, and signs overhead will tell us if we need to walk left or right. When we arrive at our gate, we will take a seat, and the airline staff will tell us when to approach the doors ready to board the flight. They will need to see our boarding card and passport, and then we will be on our way onto the plane. We will follow the air bridge or walkway until we arrive at the plane doors, where the airline staff will greet us and tell us what seat we are in. We will then go to our seat and fasten our seatbelt. If we need anything while we are on board, we can ask any of the cabin crew for help. But most importantly, we will enjoy our flight. Welcome back to Shannon Airport. Once we have landed and have arrived at the aircraft stand, we will unfasten our seatbelt and get off the plane and follow the signs for arrivals. Before we can enter the baggage hall, we will need to go through passport control. There may be a queue here, as quite often many flights are landing at similar times, so there could be a lot of people for the staff to process. When it's our turn, a member of passport control will call us forward. We can approach the desk as a family. We don't need to go one by one. The passport control officer will check our passport, and then we will be on our way to the baggage hall to wait for our suitcase to come off the plane. Here we can collect a trolley if we need one to help us with our luggage. It's really important we stand back from the baggage carousel, even if it's not moving. It can start very suddenly, so we will be sure to stand well back. We will keep a lookout for our luggage. Once we have collected all our luggage, continue to follow the signs marked arrivals. We will make sure we have all our bags with us, because once we have gone through the exit doors, we won't be able to return to the baggage hall. We are now back out in the terminal, which we will call land side. This may be where family, friends and taxi drivers meet us if you are being picked up. If we have driven to the airport, pay stations can be found near all terminal exits, and the car parks are only a short walk away. Thanks for going along this video journey with me today. I hope you found it helpful. Remember, give Shannon Airport as much notice as possible when you are going to be travelling through, and the team here will do everything to make your journey stress and hassle-free. For more information about Shannon Airport's assistance programme, including our airport awareness leaflet and identification assistance system, call 061 71 2000 or email passenger assistance at askpa@shannonairport.ie. Thanks for flying Shannon. It means a lot to us.